ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be doing another tier list on Bannerlord 2 troop types, and we will be doing it on their mounted horsemen this time. Now, if I had to go through these, yes, I'm going to be biased, but I'm going to start from what I think is the worst, working up to the best, okay? So, I'm going to start off with the Battanian Rider, whatever he's called. Literally one of the worst, I think, honestly. Like, it's okay, but it's pretty bad. No one really uses it. It's just a bad unit. Next, I think I'm going to have to go also Battanian. But I'm going to give them a little respect. Going to put them in C tier. Because they are a polearm, like the rest of them. It's not like a stupid sword. Like, no horseman should have a sword if you're shot cav. Now, next, I'm going to put this Sturgeon one, but I'm gonna still put it in C tier. Reason why? The shield is really good, but honestly, Sturgia, it's so hard to find and recruit Sturgian like soldiers for horseback. It's honestly not worth it to have in your army, and also their armor's bad compared to their counterparts, which I was about to put in B tier, is the other Sturgian troops. Now, this unit is what I would call a interesting unit. So, if you put them up against some elite, like, Vlandian cav, they're donezo. But, if you put them up against, like, just a hodgepodge, they do pretty well. Their shields give them a good advantage, and also, plus, their polearm. But, I would say they're better than the Battanian ones, because, honestly, this unit is kind of the worst ever. Like, they could have literally done this guy. No one, the only people that have the right to be using a javelin on this list are the SRI guys. But even then, you shouldn't have some flimsy wooden shield plus a dog water sword that can barely reach half the team or the enemy team, and then this armor that looks like, I don't know, like, it literally looks like someone took bunches of pieces of popcorn and put it for their armor. Like, what are their horses' armor? Next, I'm gonna go, you guys, but better be. Because, how do I say this? They're good, they're kind of intimidating, but like, they're kind of shot cav, but I wouldn't call them shot cav. Like, they're that unit that if you come across, you're gonna get because it's good value to recruit. But if you had to pick between that unit and an elite cataphrag, you would obviously pick the other one. And they're kind of shadowed by their counterparts of the Kuze, which is the mounted archer. So I think that it's good, but could be better. Now, next one I'm gonna go with is, drumroll please, getting into our A tier section, is the Banner Knight, or Vlandian Knight guy. How do I explain this? He's super cool. I just hate the helmet look. But he is shot cav, which means he's good cavalry. The rest, this is not shot cav. This is kind of shot cav. This is shot cav. And that's shot cav. And the rest of these are. Well, kind of. I'll get to the Asari one later. But this one's shot cav. It's got a decent shield. Its polearm's okay. Their uniforms look dog water, though. Like, that's what I'd like to say. One thing that I can give to these two, that this guy doesn't have, it looks like this guy just took a bunch of metal and duct taped it to his body. Like, could they give him any worse armor? Like, he just looks horrible. And then the armor, the horse armor looks like it's dirty, like, chainmail. Like, that's the most disgusting thing to be riding in battle with. Like, oh my gosh, look at my chainmail. I forgot how to wash it. Like, that's disgusting. The next unit I have to do is what I would say S tier. Actually, no. I'm going to do the Asari one first. So let me explain. The reason why the Asari troops, I know the comments are going to go crazy on this, but the reason why. Now let me finish the sentence. So, the Asari troops, their shield is dog water, I get that. Their armor is amazing, their horse armor is amazing. Now, their cavalry AI is genius. So they have javelins, And if you've ever told them to charge, when they're against other cav, they'll charge and use their polearm. But if you're telling them to charge against a big group of, like, enemies, they'll start throwing their javelins into the thing, and then after that, they'll start regrouping and charge in. That's why I think this is a really valuable cav, because if you don't have mounted archers, you could potentially use them as, like, a buffer zone, and give you, like, a good chance of that. And also, this is shot cav. Reason why I can say that is because the front is protected for the purpose of running into the enemy, okay? He has a polearm, his shield is dog water, okay? But also, his shield isn't, it's okay, but, like, you know it's not that good of a shield, but it is useful. It does the job. It protects them from getting hit from snipes. Like, you shouldn't have to worry about your SRI military people getting sniped, but there is a chance. Next, I'm putting the Vlandian Knight guy. Now, these guys are just good all around. They have cool looking armor, they look dope, they have a good shield, they're literally some of the best shot cav ever, but Vlandian, leveling up knights and stuff in Vlandia is so difficult. Like, you'll have maybe 3 or 4 stages for these, or through them, or maybe you can just recruit these out of villages. These guys, literally, the horsemen that you hire, like, at the villages and the towns, are literally just guys riding on horses, basically. Maybe they have a leather cap or something, but, like, you literally have to upgrade these guys to basically being Elon Musk dripped out to get them this level. I know you could claim about the same with this guy. This guy's super expensive, but, like, you literally have to be Jeff Bezos half the time, and if it's early in the campaign and you can only have, like, 50 units for your army, don't even try one of these. Go for a cheaper unit. Basically anything under S tier. There's no point in you spending and getting the horses and doing all of this for just not dog water, but super elite units, when you only have 50 units and 10 horsemen could easily just get killed by a group of, like, 20 looters if you charge them in. Now, finally, like everybody would guess, the Elite Cataphract is the best one. Oh. My reason why is, before you guys jump to conclusions and say, oh, well, it's just because you're basic. Well, that too. But, honestly, their armor is literally the dopest armor in the game. It looks the most coolest. It's got the most design. It has the most medieval feel. Their horse armor is literally the best. Literally, look at this. Poop armor, black armor, no popcorn armor, no armor on his horse, random, like, graphite armor, cool gold armor, cool metallic actual good armor. These two have the best armor. Now, they're just really good shot cav. And how do I explain this in the best way? It's almost like if you had a D1 linebacker charging into your troops at 100 miles per hour. That is the explanation I can give. They rip through units so well, and if you can time it, so when your infantry troops are about to clash, have them at the side back area waiting to charge and hitting their archers and then their infantry. You will literally destroy, like, half of their army in that go, because they're amazing at taking out infantry. Other cavalry is not a problem, except for these two. These two can sometimes be a little difficult for them, and they're just amazing units. And another thing I would recommend, like a quality of life thing for cavalry, have, like, a squad of 5 elite cataphract or any horsemen just follow you around. Call them the suicide missioners, okay, or whatever you want to call them. And they can be your, like, protective bodyguards. Like, I've had this issue time and time again. You're in a battle, and, like, you're charging their archers. And you're like, oh, dang, I wish I could manipulate my troops to get around here. But you know, if you did, half of them would die because of the archer fire. You have your 5 troops that are just charging in with you, clashing with them. That's what I'm saying. It's useful. They may die every single battle. But at least you have, or maybe don't do that. Have them at, like, Maybe have them as like mounted archers. Maybe have like 2 sets of that. One set is, say, your main force of mounted archers, and they just shoot around, engage, and all that. Have the other set specifically go and like charge at the enemy and do as much damage as they can. Or maybe have a set of 10. You don't even need them to fall around. Have them labeled as the disruptors or something. Literally have them do the biggest swing ever and then just charge in. Even when you guys aren't clashing, it makes a big difference. The more attention that's drawn away from the front gives you more time to either do a main cavalry charge, have your archers start moving around, do plays that confuse the enemy. So I hope you guys did like this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.